Welcome to my show, Interruptis, episode 11. I wish I could say that this one is going to be better than the others have been, but it's really no better. So this guy was an attractive man, looked that way for sure. Seemed like we had some music things in common. He had his own business. We talked on the phone for about an hour. It was going well. Now, once we hit an hour mark on our video call, that's enough for me to see if we can continue conversation in person. I don't want to keep talking on the phone and in video chats forever, because if it's not going to work out, then it's a lot of time investment. And the other thing is, at first I thought I would just be making friends from these things, but honestly, that's not happening. It's really just turning into a situation where they're fools, and then I end up wasting time getting to know fools, and that's just too much time. So this guy, after an hour of talking, I said, "Hey, it's a Saturday night, what are you doing?" And he was like, "Oh, I got a few things to do, but I can meet after that." And I said, "All right, well, it's already like 7:20, and he said, "Well, I could leave in an hour." So I was expecting him to leave at 8:20, and then maybe I'd see him around 9. Well, this ninja messages me at 9 and says, I'm about to leave. And it's like, okay, but I thought you were going to leave in an hour. And he's like, well, I wasn't planning on going out tonight. And I said, well, that's all well and good, fine. But then you said you were going to leave in an hour, and that's when I was expecting you to call me to leave. And he was like, oh, it took longer than I expected, my apologies. And that's not cool that I had to point that out. Like, why not apologize and respect a person's time? And then he's like, okay, well, send me the address. And I was already like, kind of like, I don't know about this. Even on the video chat, he didn't ask me many things about myself, but I was trying to give him leeway, because it's like, none of these things are working. So I'm just trying to be patient. And if somebody just doesn't pass my stuff with flying colors, just try to see if, like, maybe they're not good at asking questions, but then once you know the person, that was a bad theory on my part. I should have cut it off earlier. So anyways, fast forward to text messaging at 9, and for whatever reason, there's like minutes between these messages. And normally expecting minutes between messages, like I was expecting seconds between messages, because that fool was supposed to already be here. So it's like, what is going on right now? What is going on? Why are you not being realistic with this time? And oh gosh, it's just all frustrating. And so I gave him the address, because he's like, he ended up saying like, sorry. So I said, fine, here's the address. He's like, oh, this is downtown. Well, parking's going to be an adventure. And it's like, I told you on the phone earlier that it was downtown. So now you're caught either not paying attention or not listening or something. And so I'm thinking, okay, it's like 9. At this point, it's like 9:15. And this fool hasn't even left his house, which means he'll probably leave at like 9:30, 9:45. Then it would take him like a half an hour. I'm thinking he would show up at 10-ish or close to 11. And it was like, And so after the whole like, oh, parking is going to be an adventure comment, I wrote like, do you want to just do another time? And he's like, you just seem apprehensive. Is it because I was 20 minutes late? And it's like, you weren't 20 minutes. It's over an hour now. You said you leave in 20 minutes. Like, I do realize you said you had things to do, but it's over an hour from the time you said you told me. And he's like, okay, well, I'm getting all like looped about it, because it's frustrating about how people just don't consider other people's time, right? Because if I had things to do and I was going to meet somebody afterward, I'd say, look, I do want to meet with you, but I'm really not sure how all this is going to take. and then you're just going to kind of essentially be waiting by the phone or waiting to do this, to meet up, and that doesn't seem right. So why don't we do it a different day? That's what I would have said, right? Or at least give the person the option that you're really not sure how long it's going to be. So this is what we're facing, folks. And so he wrote something like, you seem apprehensive, and I said, because I am. And he said, because I was late. And it was just like, I wrote, thank you for trying, but it doesn't seem like the stars are aligning for us. And then he wrote back like, take care, SMDH, which means shaking my damn head. And it's like, yeah, bye. So I just didn't say anything. I didn't respond back. So I think not responding back was the right thing to do. I think also not agreeing to go meet with him after he had me waiting already was the right thing to do. It's a lot, all of this. So I'm in a couple weeks, if this isn't any better from these apps, I'm ditching them, because right now is colossal waste of time on these fools .gov, right? That's what's going on. So thanks for letting me process.